What's up, family? This is Armand Rose, man. I saw something today, man. I had to stop and come make a video. So let's dive into it, man. I saw this video on TikTok today about the Negro Brotherhood of Sevilla, Spain. So the video says the Negro Brotherhood of Spain, but it's not of Spain. It's of Sevilla, Spain. And they were constructed in 1677. So, and then they were talking about how the KKK took the hoods because the brothers had on hoods and robes and stuff like that, which resembles the KKK. So, the article, now I saw the dude and he even said they're taking something that's beautiful and making it, turned it ugly. Well, first thing first, family, it was never beautiful. That was never a beautiful situation. That was not independent black men doing anything that was for good. The reason they made them wear the hoods because they didn't want them to be seen. They didn't want black men to be seen. Those were black slaves. Those were black sex slaves. Listen to me. Those were black sex slaves that they paraded around, and they didn't want them to know they were black, so they put hoods on them. Make sure their necks was exposed. They made them wear gloves. They made them wear long stockings underneath and shoes, so you never got to see these guys. There was no real fucking brotherhood of Sevilla. They never did anything. They never did anything good. These were slaves. If you don't believe they were slaves, Constantine is the one that started slavery in the Catholic Church. And then they represent the Catholic Church. What's good about these brothers? Why are you guys? I don't get our people sometimes, family. I don't get our. They'll see a little bit of information and they won't dig deeper down the rabbit hole. If you understood the Catholic Church was a satanic church. The Catholic Church has pedophilia, has rape, has slavery all throughout their history. What's good about these brothers representing the Catholic Church with hoods on? Even if you wanted to say, oh, this was started by black people, even if you wanted to say that, what's good about it? And I've tried to give you guys information about the stuff that the KKK stole, but I've never told you guys to uplift them. Never. Now, in this brief time that I saw this video, I wanted to show you guys where they got the Confederate flag from. They steal all the time. But just because they stole it from black people don't make those black people worth uplifting. Just listen to me. Just because they stole something from black people or black people were indoctrinated into some shit don't mean that we supposed to uplift the shit. Now, I've shared this a few times with you guys. I've talked about it. I've showed links about it. Now, I wanted to go on my Facebook page and just, show you guys, that I've talked about this before. It's all deleted. So they're changing history right in front of your eyes. When you research the Confederate flag, they'll talk about the Confederacy. They won't talk about the Chickamauga Indians. So listen to me. The Chickamauga Indians, once again, Indians aren't native to this country. Africans are. Because look what they put on their flag. Can you see it where it says, what land? It don't say Indian land. It don't say Native American land. It says black land. This was their flag. But once again, you've never seen me say uplift the Chickamauga Indians. They were traitors. They fought for the British. And what's the difference between the Brits and the America and the colonies? What's the difference? Only thing is a name change, family. Only thing is structure and a name change. That's it. They was at war with themselves. There was, what war? What war that you could say was against somebody else? No, they were fighting. America, so-called Americans, was fighting the British. The British, they all are Brits. They all were Brits. They all were Europeans. They were fighting over who could control this land. So why are we trying to defend anything about that shit? Okay? And the Chimanga Cherokees, they fought for the British. Then they tried to flip and serve the army as well. Then, let me tell you what happened to these cats. Now tell me if this doesn't sound familiar. Now listen to the dates. In 1782, all their towns were destroyed by John Seaver and Henry Campbell. All of their towns were destroyed. So even after working with the government, even after working with the Brits, because this is United States is a British land. This is Britain. This is a British colony. I don't understand why people don't see that. Y'all show everything from the Queen to all them people in it that y'all fascinated with their lives. They show it all the time. Just because this is the British colonies that established over here, all they did was change their corporation to the United States of America. And now you have the United States of America, but it's still under British rule. So what the fuck is beautiful about converted slaves and traders? I'll wait. Somebody please do some research and show me what's so beautiful about slaves and traders. I mean, I don't understand how you guys get a little bit of information and you just run with it. This dude that made a whole TikTok talking about the Negro Brotherhood of Sevilla. Them were concubines, my dog. Them was dudes. They were slaves. Constantine been racking up on slaves since 326. He was like, "Hey man, the one and I want you guys to do. I'm gonna give you a clue, right? I want you guys to look up his Constantine's what I want to call it is his notes and his doctrine about slavery. Basically, he was saying that these slaves they fight back. I don't know what the hell why you wanna deal with these Africans. These Africans, they fighting back, man. Fuck. But like I told y'all, the Atlantic slave trade wasn't not the first slave trade. So he started buying Africans from the Islamic traders. So they were already slaves. They were already broken down. They were already beaten. They were already had their will taken from them. So he bought slaves from the Muslim. And like I told y'all, if y'all read his story, I think he bought like 4 or 5 people. And once again, his whole thing was sex. His whole thing was sex. So a couple of 100 years later, they got these brothers in robes because they didn't want them to be seen, first and foremost, y'all. Secondly, they were slaves. They were indoctrinated into a Catholic religion that they was getting booty popped, and 9 out of 10 they had their genitals cut. Come on, fam, y'all gotta get out. I mean, y'all gotta be better researchers, man. Y'all gotta be better researchers. This shit is like sad that we'll get a little bit of information and then we'll say we should what, uplift these brothers? No. We should fight for the truth and let these people know that no, this wasn't something that was uplifted. This wasn't something that we should be uplifting, because they were slaves. They were forced to do this. What is it called? The Chickamauga Indians. And like I said, I posted this hundreds of times telling y'all the rebel flag was not their flag. They stole it. You see it. Chickamauga, black land, natives, Africans. But they were traitors. They tried to flip. They fought for the British and then tried to fight for the American army. And then what happened? They were great warriors. They knew that they had to get rid of them. They killed them all. They were traitors to the people that they were trading on. So what the fuck do we look like What the fuck do I look like supporting the rebel flag or supporting this flag at all? Because it represents cowards. It represents traitors. These were people that was trying to preserve their shit, and in the process of trying to preserve their shit, they got their flag taken. Because this is people conquering them now, right? We're gonna take your flag, we're gonna take your hoods, and we're gonna keep killing your people. Stop uplifting, stop getting a little bit of information, man, and running with it. This shit is fucking, it's easy to find. I mean, I can't say it's easy to find because this information, they've taken it down. Even on my page where I've shared it before, I went back and did the Confederate flag, and I looked it up and I pulled it up on my page, and all of it was blank. They're trying to rewrite history. They're trying to rewrite history. They're trying to get you to uplift sellouts. They're trying to get you to uplift slaves. They're trying to get you to uplift people that wasn't for us. So y'all better pay attention, man. Y'all gotta start doing more research. Research. And when you're 100% sure you found the beginning and the end of the story, then make a TikTok video. Stop putting out bullshit. I see shit like, I never heard of these cats. It took me an hour to research this shit, and I'm like, wait a minute, how you gonna celebrate? What's so beautiful about these slaves being made to march on Christ's Day and they're Catholics? What's so uplifting about that? What's so uplifting that we want to celebrate anything that deals with the Catholic Church? Come on, people. All I've asked y'all to do is think. All I've asked y'all to do is think, man. You think these dudes was free? This was a free act that they were doing it on their own will? No. Come on, man. Look at the time. Look at the date. Know your history. If you know your history, you would know that these were slaves, that they were made to do this. And then why you think they put the hood and the drapes and the covers over them? Because they didn't want them to know, they didn't want the people to know they was black. But these were slaves. These were indoctrinated slaves. I can't think of the name that they called them when they castrate them. Like the altar boys and shit like that. When they castrate them, they were property of priests. I forgot the name of it, man. What is it called? Somebody will know it. But anyway, man, I had to do this little video real quick, man. If y'all see these videos, flag these brothers and sisters and tell them to stop. They are promoting false information that is not correct. We should not be uplifting slaves, and we should not uplift traitors and sellouts. Okay? Hotep.